The secret about Gunna betraying Young Thug. Is loyalty in hip-hop an illusion, or did Gunna cross the ultimate line? After Gunna dropped his Last One album, the final release on the Young Thug's Young Slime Life label, the rap world has been buzzing with rumors, accusations, and thoughts about coded diss tracks between him, Lil Baby, and Young Thug. As Young Thug, Locked Up and Silent, had rallied the streets and his superstar rap friends such as Lil Durk and Lil Baby to freeze Gunna out of the game, attempting to blackball him. Whether you like it or not, Gunna has been the backbone for the Atlanta rap scene for the past 2 years post-jail. With Lil Baby being ice cold and Young Thug at the time fighting this case, the lane was perfectly clear for Gunna to smoothly retain his dominance after being labeled hip-hop's biggest rat. From the moment Gunna accepted an Alford plea in the explosive YSL Rico case, whispers of betrayal have shadowed every move, so much that his own lawyer Steve Sato had to make a statement saying Gunna did not cooperate and did nothing and said nothing to cause harm to Thug's case. He spent 8 months in jail and was released after entering an Alford plea. Gunna's plea could not and was not used in Young Thug's trial, and he was never named as a witness. He received a 5-year suspended sentence with no reporting, no travel restrictions, no living restrictions, and no probation. Everything Gunna's lawyer said was true, as in hindsight, nothing Gunna said or did negatively influenced the outcome of his case. But for Young Thug, it was clearly more about loyalty, as Thug took Gunna under his wing, and in the slightest convenience where he could slip loose, he bucked and ducked off at the earliest convenience. In 2022, the Atlanta hip-hop scene was rocked by the massive YSL Rico trial, targeting Young Thug's label and several of its artists, including Gunna. Now, the authorities accused YSL of operating not only as a music collective, but as a criminal enterprise tied to an organized street activity. Now, Gunna, after months waiting in jail, accepted an Alford plea, a legal move that lets someone maintain their innocence while acknowledging there's evidence that indicates they're guilty and could lead to a conviction. This plea deal allowed Gunna to walk free, but it instantly fueled viral accusations online that he turned his back on Young Thug, deeming him a snitch across social media, especially when this video leaked.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Despite the backlash, Gunna's attorney Steve Sato wasted no time confronting the rumors. Sato went public, firmly insisting that Gunna never cooperated with the law enforcement, never testified against Young Thug, and never harmed Young Thug's case in any way. He pointed out that Gunna's plea deal was solely a legal technicality that involved no cooperation, no testimony, and no requirements that Gunna help the prosecution. Love the street rules and the dry snitch comments. Oh, the fake outrage. Same old shit. Both were charged with RICO, both faced 20 years in prison, both pled to RICO. Regardless, I'm more than willing to accept the blame for the great deal. Now, Sato's direct comments became the reference points for fans defending Gunna, emphasizing that musicians were not a government witness nor a traitor to his friend. While Gunna faced mounting suspicion online, Young Thug maintained official silence, but his actions spoke big volume. Now, Thug seldom encouraged other rappers to distance themselves from Gunna or even put out diss tracks. Now, major artists began unfollowing Gunna and omitting him from collaborations and posted cryptic messages about loyalty and betrayal. Now, at the time, Gunna had a very viral song, What Happened to Virgil, featuring Lil Durk. And Durk put out a snippet of him dissing Gunna, saying what happened to Virgil, he probably gonna tell, insinuating what's happening with the YSL Rico trial of him taking a plea deal against Young Thug. Although Thug has never confirmed these moves outright, his close associates has dropped hints on social media and in interviews that crossing YSL comes with consequences.
Hey Dirk, I know I want you on. I'm dropping this surprise album. Same day Buddy dropped his album. Shit coming up soon. I need a verse from you. If you feel like replying, if you feel like you want to reply to what that nigga saying or something, man, don't do it. Drop it on my album. I'm dropping a surprise album on the same day that fuck.
What up? Wait.
Your verse in, bro.
Wait, what?
Surprise album on the same day that fuck nigga drop.
Wait, what?
On my album. I'm dropping a surprise album on the same day that fuck nigga drop.
The blackball campaign added fuel to the fire, making Gunna's position in hip-hop very unique, as he was essentially a man on an island by himself. Now, throughout this drama, hip-hop headlines and social media exploded with discussion. Fan page posted side-by lyrics of Gunna's statements, Shadow's denials, and Young Thug's subtle reaction. After his release from jail, Many doubted whether Gunna could recover a spot in hip-hop given the shadow of the snitching controversy. Instead, Gunna made one of the strongest comebacks in recent rap history as he dropped a trio of albums, A Gift and a Curse, One of One, and The Last of One. Each met with widespread acclaim from fans and respected music outlets. Now, these projects saw impressive streaming numbers, major playlist placements, and viral tracks that resonated far beyond Atlanta, as Gunna even started to adapt and work with new Afrobeats artists such as Asake, and the fans started loving Gunna. Despite little support from his fellow rappers and industry gatekeepers, Gunna controlled the charts and proved that real artistry lives on because people don't really care about street politics of who snitched and who did what as long as the product is good. Industry insiders and some rap peers truly distanced themselves from Gunna, following Young Thug's silent campaign and the prevailing narrative around street loyalty. Now, he was blocked from many high-profile collaborations around the Atlanta area, such as Future, Metro, Drake, 21, and of course Lil Baby, who many people thought was better than Gunna, but the times have changed. But the cold shoulder that Atlanta has given Gunna has had little to no effect on his core audience. His album launched with melted excitement, positive reviews, and he's had a lot of mainstream listeners. Now, fans flocked for the original, unique flow of when it comes to Gunna's music, demonstrating that in today's landscape, an artist's relationship with fans can really outweigh industry alliances or street reputations. Gunna's journey raises a central question in hip-hop today. Did his decision to take an Alford plea and continue making music amount to betrayal? Or was he just surviving in a system where loyalty honestly just isn't always rewarded? Now, for some, Gunna's move was a tactical response to harsh circumstances, facing years in jail, a legal system stacked against him, and he made the choice to secure his freedom while maintaining his innocence. Now, supporters argue Gunna did what anyone would do, backed in the corner, especially in a world where the line between label business and real life is increasingly blurred. In the hip-hop community, loyalty runs deep, but its definition can shift depending on who's holding the mic and who's in control. Now, for Young Thug, loyalty means not just friendship, but business allegiance. Now, Thug's quiet campaign to attempt to blackball Gunna shows how easily business relationships can override personal history. Now, rappers have followed Gunna and refused to do songs with him because loyalty in rap is a currency, one that buys respect, collaboration, and credibility. Now, the public opinion is very divided in this situation, as the older fans demand street code, while the younger listeners don't really care if street rules should apply or not, because as long as the product is good and the music is good, we are going to listen. Despite lingering animosity for many rappers and insiders, Gunna's fanbase has proven to be a secret weapon, with millions of people still streaming his albums, sharing positive reviews, and defending him fiercely on social media because nothing that he did actually hurt Young Thug, and Thug happened to come home the next year, which really hurt him. Interview and lyric breakdown show how Gunna subtly addresses controversy and sometimes referencing loyalty, betrayal, and survival not just as personal themes, but as subjects that resonate with the ordinary people facing real struggles. Now, expert commentators and hip-hop analysts will point out the street politics and the hypocrisy of the entire situation, with some people comparing Gunna to even 6ix9ine. Now, in today's culture, fans increasingly choose art and reliability over ancient codes, allowing artists like Gunna to thrive in an industry politics shifts. In today's culture, fans increasingly choose art and relatability over ancient street codes that nobody's following, allowing artists like Gunna to thrive in the industry as politics increase. Now, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you comment if Gunna taking an Alford plea is considered snitching. I'll see you in the next one. Let's get it.